Good morning, friends. That Pinterest song Vanga. She sent me a message just because Amanda, something weird happened in my bedroom last night. My husband asked me, newly wedded by the way. My husband asked me to put my finger up his anus. Should I be worried? Yes, be very worried. Be very worried, my friend. But you should be worried about you being worried. Naimeni. Kwa muzvizivi. Yonye kusataura. Nokusataurirana. My friend, this is common knowledge, but I understand the taboo of it, speaking of it. I know what your worry is. Your question is it gay when my husband asks me to put my finger up his anus? When a man, here's my understanding, okay? When a man lays with another man, that's gay. When a man receives sexual pleasure from another man, that's gay. Now, someone's our sex is kind of restricted, and takatanga sex at a very early age before marriage. Now I understand when they say sex is for married people. It's not because I'm or anything. It's simply because when you are married, sex is like infinity. There is no boundaries on what you can and what you cannot do. I think that's it. When your husband asks you things like, can you please put your hand up my ass? It is not gay. It simply means he enjoys that area massaged, tickled, played with for his sexual satisfaction. Culture, this is going to associate with men who receive sexual pleasure on the anus. Kuti ingochan. I don't think so, because kana inini akantipata apa ndo shavirigwa. That's good. Inindi kambata wo by his manhood or shavirigwa. We are stimulating each other. So it's just body parts that we are exploring and okay, and for some reason when it comes to his booty hole, operation under the testicles. I'm sorry, I have to use English and vernac because Panama words and okay? Under the testicles, there is operation. I'm not even going to go down that road. Everybody knows that. You tickle that and then he's going to go crazy and all that. I don't understand why holding dick is okay. Holding the balls is okay. Tickling that operation thingy, like, is okay. But for some reason, that's putting a limit on your sex. Okay? So, no, it is not gay. Some people want to use toys. People who can afford toys, use toys. People who can't afford toys, use hands. Some people go to the extent of using cucumbers and candles. I don't know. But what I want to tell you is, men do have a certain intelligent friend of mine, and that old doctor told me, Kuti, men do have sexual, actually they have nerve endings in their anus. I asked, when Paul to me a message up, ndamubvunza, that what is this? You can see, during adolescence, I'm sad my bones where a guy goes to take a shit and he comes. Children get sexual pleasure. Babies get sexual pleasure from shitting. Simple things like that. The psychology would understand what I'm saying. All those other perverts, please. Men do have nerve endings down there. Some have even blocked it out because it's unheard of. Ooh. But if you're with a guy who's open enough to open up like that and tell you, I have got girl, go down there. Hint, hint. Urgona under the testicles, and then there's that operation. If you stick your finger in it, mind you, maprastica, stay away from maprastica, okay? If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do this for your husband, you have to have clean hands, okay? No. And lubricate the thing. Lubricate your fingers, right? Of course, you just don't, you know the drill. But hint, under the testicles, there's that operation. Right opposite the operation, inside, when you put your finger in there, there's tubes, there's flesh, there's a hot spot. If you put your hand on the hot spot, G spot, whatever you want to call it, and that panzepa operation up so that your fingers touch and the skin is in between, and then you squeeze that little and then you squeeze. Yes, you squeeze that little thing. You squeeze the flesh. You're gonna make a grown man cry. You know, in a situation ukuthi munhu ane murume zihombera kaezo mukadza ndokuchemedza iwo. This is what they talk about. Don't worry about your husband enjoying your hands up his ass. It's not gay. Okay, it's not gay. It's actually good. It's a good thing. It's a good sign. Go with it. Because if you don't, there's another raggedy ass bitch right by the corner who's going to do it. Mosi wa makatimba makanaka nemaziza kwatira enyu asingatengwe azvitengwe zvandizvo memchimba azvitengwe zvimushisha mazimama mahaga mukaka mainini zvawarira basa ravo kunze uko, and you wonder why. Don't be too quick to judge. Saka imbebe zasuko ndozvinokuitirai. No, girlfriend, no. Do it. The best person to give you satisfaction is you. You are the best person who can wank you. You are the best person who can give yourself sexual satisfaction. The next best person is the person you guide. Alright? So if he knows, he probably experimented ega, and he knows. So the next best person is the person he guides. Follow the guiding. Follow the guidance. The same way, you are a guide. It reminds me to the next question. My husband asks me to masturbate in front of him. From my understanding, masturbation is wrong. To a certain extent, masturbation is wrong. It's true. Masturbation, to a certain extent, masturbation is wrong. Masturbation is wrong to some people. Teenagers, young people, teenagers that have not really mastered their bodies, masturbation is wrong. We fear things like andavashangotanga with the hormone ragings and all that, and they're trying to really find their place in the sexual world. And you really don't want to temper around with that masturbation. We fear addiction. Masturbation is wrong to single people. We fear things like spirit husbands. As you masturbate, you think about other things, you say other things, and what you say, the power of the tongue and all that. We fear spirit husbands. We fear supernatural things. Masturbation is wrong. But to married people, I do not think masturbation is wrong. Here's why I don't think so. My husband enjoys me pleasuring myself. He enjoys watching. Look, when you are now married, here's where masturbation is part of sex. When you are now married, sex, infinity. There are no limitations between a husband and a wife mu bedroom. That's all on you. There is andimawona kuti hygiene muri right, apana infections, mese muri clean, you're all on the same level of health and everything, right? So you're not really worried about things like diseases, spirit husbands. It's you and your man. Now, if he enjoys watching you pleasure yourself, maybe it's for his satisfaction, or it's actually an advantage for you get to master your body. It is your duty. It is my duty. It is your duty, Samkazi, to master your body, to know every corner. Where gakuti apa. Guide him. Try and error. Whereby you are hoping that he just goes to this boob instead of this boob. Some people experience different sensitivity in this boob from this boob. You cannot play guess because he doesn't know. He's probably just going to use my action ex-girlfriend or something. Just take the same thing and put it on, same software and put it on you, but it doesn't work the same, and everybody knows that. So it's an advantage when he says that, because you get to master your own body to guide him. You know everything. Any person, everybody knows good. You know your body better than the next person. The next best person is, I'm going to say this again. The next best person is the person that you guide. I don't want to do this forever, but is it not part of sex in marriage? When he asks you to pleasure yourself in front of him, he likes watching that. There is nothing wrong in giving your husband what he asks for in bed, if you want to. There are some unrealistic requests at number piwa kunzoko. This porn star and stuff, that's unrealistic. But simple things like, I want you to pleasure yourself. Here, baby, here's a toy. Or baby, play with yourself. Play with yourself. I want to see. Maybe he is trying to learn how to pleasure you. In my body. Bye, berry rakat. Pasta rakat. My ningi rakat. I'm not going to do it. You are putting kasidi, ke infidelity, and you are simply sending your men outside the house. And for what? When you can just touch yourself down there and guide him. You get to know, he gets to know. Voila. If it continues, pump it up. But at least you have met him halfway. You have done it. The same thing with my request. Like put your finger up. People are worried about shit. Chocolate box. It's my God. I can touch my child's feces, but I can't touch a grown man's feces. What the hell? I am not gonna put my finger up his ass. It's gonna come out looking wet. It's gonna come out with shit on it. I'm not gonna do it. Calm down. Kuhla matushi. I'm not asking you to go through with it. But Shamar, if you want me to give you the best blowjob of your life, geza. Men would be clean. If you want me to put my finger up your ass, clean your ass. You can clean your ass. How are you gonna clean your ass? Madush ariko. Jack iriko. You can create your own jack. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you gubu, warm water, and then you put a pipe, and then you stick it in. If he's willing to make your fingers go up there, he has to clean it. Trust me, he's already figured it out. But don't say, Samvra, Giza, do this. Play around with it. I'm not asking you to do the unrealistic. I'm trying to advise my friend. I am willing to do it. I just can't get my head around this. You can if you stop thinking too much. Go for it. Communication is important. Talk to him about it before you do it. Watch something that other people do it. Are you seriously telling me those people that get sex from behind are always dealing with shit? I don't think so. Vakata biology also would not agree. The rectum does not, the anus hamugarimaka pekwa manyoa umo. Yes, you will come across my remainders when someone after somebody, yeah? But if you clean that area, it can actually be clean. Focus on cleaning his anus before you stick your finger in it. That way, it won't put you off. It will give him 100% sexual satisfaction, but it will piss you off because nobody wants to touch shit. I get that, but if you avoid situation whereby you don't have to touch shit, like clean the guy's ass, you're gonna be fine, girl. You're gonna be fine. And the one Arukuti, my husband wants me to touch himself. Masturbation is wrong. When you are married and your husband asks you to masturbate so that you can see you pleasure yourself, it is not taboo. It is not wrong because it was put on this earth for us. That's why it's there. It's wrong for certain people, But kana uchiziva what you got a ring on this and is asking you for that, do it.